Hey Molly Brant, coming to you live. Mrs. R from her kitchen once again. We're going to be cooking up a storm tonight. So first thing we need to do is get our hands washed. Make sure you talk to an adult before you do this. Tie your hair back or put an awesome chef's cap like mine. You can pick these up at the dollar store if you really want one. And make sure you have an apron on if you have one. So I'm going to wash my hands, put some soap on there, and give them a good scrub to get all the germs and bacteria off of them. I hope everyone is enjoying this beautiful weather. It's a pretty hot one today. There we are. So today I thought we would make some nice summer recipes. We are going to start with a nice fresh guacamole. It's a yummy, delicious, healthy dip that you can have with your Tostito chips. So for our guacamole, we're going to need 2 avocados, an onion, a lime, garlic, and salt and pepper to taste. That's all that is in it. I'm just going to grab a fork for a minute. There we are. So first thing it says, peel and mash avocados in a medium serving bowl. When you are peeling an avocado, please be careful. Your avocados should be a little squishy. If they're really dark green, they're not going to be ready. They're going to be too hard. So these are just perfect. They're nice and squishy. I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to push it through the avocado. You're going to feel there's a seed there. You're going to pull your knife gently around like so. You're going to give it a little twist and you're going to see the pit there. It's a little bit brown from the seed. It's totally fine. You're going to take your pit out. Put that over to the side. I'm going to grab a spoon to scoop that out. So I'm going to take my spoon here. I'm going to put it right around the edge like so. And I'm going to scoop it out. Now before I put it in the bowl, I'm just going to gently take my knife. You don't have to press hard, just to make some slits there. I'm going to do the same thing with the second avocado here. Scrape out all that delicious, yummy, healthy avocado. I'm going to go to my second avocado. Again, I'm going to do a slit until I feel that seed. And then just gently pull my knife around. I'm going to twist, pull out my pit, take my spoon again. This is a perfect avocado right here. And just scrape it all out. Yummy. Amazing. And there we go. We'll put those in the compost later. All right, I have my avocado. I'm going to mash it with my fork. If you want to use a potato masher for this part, you're more than welcome to. And this is where it's tricky. You want to have a nice, soft avocado. If you have an avocado that's not quite ripe enough, it's not going to mash up as nice. So I'm just going to take a minute here and mash this all up. It's actually a pretty quick, easy recipe. And there's tons of variations of this. You can add different things if you want. I'm just going to give you a quick and dirty one that's easy to make. Very quick to make. I know it doesn't look appetizing, but it's absolutely scrumptious. All right. Looks like we pretty much have it mashed up there. Don't want any big chunks. Perfect. Okay. It says we need 1 small onion finely chopped. So I have this onion here. I'm actually going to just cut it in half because there's a lot of onion here. So to start, I'm going to have my board on this side. I'm going to curl my fingers so it's in that claw position. Cut off my ends like so. And I'm going to take that first layer of the onion off like so. Now remember, we didn't wash this onion. So we're going to flip our board, get rid of all of this into the compost. Flip our board over so it's a clean space. And we're going to cut this onion in half. So now we have kind of like a small onion. So it says to finely chop it. We want to make sure that it has nice small pieces. We don't want big chunks. So I'm going to hold my hands in that claw-like position. And I'm just going to drag the knife towards me with my flat side down on the cutting board. You just have to be careful when you get to the end. You don't want to slip there. Then you're going to turn it with your fingers in that claw-like position. And you can see I'm getting some really nice little diced up pieces of onion. Now your mom or dad might have an onion chopper that you can use. That's a little bit easier. You do have to be careful with those as well. They can be quite dangerous. The blades on them are very sharp. So there we go. I'm just going to take out a few of those big chunks of onion. That with my compost. I think I may only use half of that. That was quite a bit of onion. So we'll just put half of that in there and we'll see what it tastes like, and then we can always add more. I'll put the rest of my onion in this little bowl here. If we want to add more, then we have it. All right, it says we need 1 small ripe tomato. Again, we don't want the tomato to be really hard. We want it to be kind of squishy and soft. We always need to make sure that we're washing our fruits and vegetables. But it is this tomato a really good scrubbing here. Make sure I have any dirt or bacteria or whatever off of it, like so. I'm going to bring that back to my cutting board. I'm going to hold my hand flat on the tap and push down so that we have that flat side so it's not rolling around. Again, I'm going to use my claw-like position and I'm going to drag the knife towards me. We're going to, again, do small chunks. Okay. Tomatoes are kind of tricky to cut because they're pretty squishy. Again, hold my knife towards me, taking my time, looking exactly where I'm cutting. I'm not looking at my friends. I'm not looking at my neighbors. I'm looking where I'm cutting. There we go. We're going to put that in our bowl with our avocado and onion. We need 1 clove of garlic. I'm going to use a nice big clove from my garden. I'm just going to take that off. Cut the end off there a little. That end off. And then I'm going to mince this up. Now, you can add as much garlic as you want. If you guys know me, you know I like my garlic, so I'm probably going to add 1 more clove. We're holding our hand flat on the knife, and we're just going back and forth to mince up that garlic. Again, I'm looking exactly where I'm chopping. My fingers are not curled this time. In this position, they are not curled. They're nice and flat on top of my knife. Okay, I'm going to put that in the bowl, and I think I'm going to add 1 more clove, just because I do have quite a bit there. So I'm going to just mince this up. Heck, that was a small one. Peel it. Sometimes they're kind of tricky to peel. Go. Again, holding my hand flat on top, chopping back and forth. There we go, nice and minced. We'll put all that in there. And now we need 1 lime juiced. So if you don't have a lime juicer, which I actually don't, I have them all at the school, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half. So I'm going to do a little slit, hold my hand flat on tap, and pull it down. You can take your lime and just squeeze it. If you have a lime juicer, it's a little bit easier, but as you can see, I'm still getting quite a bit of lime out of this. Now, this guacamole probably costs about $3 to make. If you buy a container in the store, you're looking at about $5. So it's actually cheaper to make the guacamole yourself than it is to buy it. And it's a lot healthier because you don't have all the preservatives. So I'm going to stir this up. It's looking pretty yummy there. The lime juice adds lots of flavor, but it also helps your avocados from going brown. It did say 1 full lime, so I'm going to squeeze in my other half here. Seems like a lot, but that's okay. I like lime anyways. If you guys don't, then maybe only add half of the lime into it. And then it says add salt and pepper to taste. So this is where You get to decide how much salt and pepper you want. That being said, don't go crazy with the salt because you don't want it tasting too salty. So what I typically do, just pour a little on my hand, like so. And as you can see, I have about that much, or maybe about 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna take the pepper and just sprinkle it in there like that. We may add that onion. I'm gonna give it a taste in a minute. See what it tastes like. If it tastes too oniony, we won't add it. But I actually think we are gonna add that onion. Where did I put that? So we'll just put all that back in there. And we're gonna mix it up. Voila! That is a guacamole dish. So then you can put it in a serving bowl like this. If you put it in the fridge for about half an hour, all of those lovely flavors are going to come together and they are going to be delicious. If you leave it in the fridge, it lets the garlic settle and infuse amongst the rest of your avocado, and then you can take a nice Tostito chip, dip it, and eat.